Okay, this is question 13 on the higher non-calculator paper. Let's just read the question. I just want to draw attention to this bit here, though. It says diagram not drawn to scale. So don't get a protractor and start measuring the angles because it's not drawn to scale. They want you to work out the answer. The diagram shows a regular hexagon. Now, if a shape is regular, all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal. And a regular octagon. Right, so hexagon, 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and octagon that has 8 sides. Calculate the size of the angle marked X. So they want you to work out X, and they want you to show all the workings. So one of the things you need to do is therefore work out the size of the angles. If I could work out the size of this angle here, the angle inside the hexagon, I could work out the size of this angle here, the angle inside the octagon, right? All three of those should add up to 360 degrees. All three of those should add up to 360 degrees. It's around the point, a full turn, 360 degrees. So what I need to do first is to work out the size of the internal angle in a hexagon and the size of the internal angle in an octagon. To do that, I'm going to pick a point and split up the hexagon into triangles. So that's 1, 2, and I'm doing this by going to all the corners of the shape that I could go to from there. Now this is a technique that can help me work out what the angles in a hexagon add up to. Right, so gone from there, there's already a line to that corner, drawn that line to that corner, drawn a line to that corner, drawn a line to that corner, and there's already a line there. And I've split it up into 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. Each triangle has 180 degrees, so 180 degrees in a triangle, and 4 times 180. If I work that out, that's going to be 720 degrees. So all 4 of those angles, so all 4 of those triangles, 180 degrees each, and 4 times 180 is 720. So that means that all 6 of the angles inside the hexagon add up to 720 degrees. So 720 divided by 6, 720 divided by 6, 6 into 7 is 1, carry 1, 6 into 12 is 2, and 6 into 0 is 0. So the angles in a regular hexagon are all 120 degrees, and that means that this angle here is 120. All 6 of them are 120, but I'm interested in this one here because it's going to help me work out X. I'm going to go through the same process with the octagon. I'll pick any corner. I'll pick this one because it's a bit out of the way, and I'm going to draw lines. I could do these freehand, but I want to make it look neat for this, so I'll do that. So that's 1, 2, no point counting these, but just make sure that they're all there. And the last one. Okay, so how many triangles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 triangles altogether. So that's 6 lots of 180 degrees. 180 times 6. So that's 0. 6 8s 48. 6 at 4. That's 1080. In an octagon, there are 8 angles altogether. So 1080. I'm going to divide that by 8. 8 into 10 is 1. The remainder is 2. 8 into 28. If you go through the 8 times tables, 3 times 8 is 24. So it's going to be 3. And the remainder is 4. And 8 into 40 is 5. So that means that each of the angles in a regular octagon are 135 degrees. So that means that angle there is 135. So to work out X, so X must be equal to 360, the angle in a full turn, take away 120, take away 135. Okay, I should do that better than that. I'm going to do 120 added to 135. That's going to be 5, that's 5, and that's 2. And then I'm going to do 360, take away 255. I can actually do that in my head. That's 105 degrees. So that, therefore, that means that x is 105 degrees. And I'm going to write it down at the bottom. There's a space for it. 105 degrees. Now that is a pretty straightforward question, right? It's a popular question. There's a lot of workings out in there, right? But I think if you look at it, think about it, make sure you break it down, and think about how you come around, you come about with the answer. There's a lot of stuff that I've written there. Look at this, read through it a couple of times, and make sure you're happy with it. And you could do this if you were given another question similar. Make sure you get the marks. 4 marks for this. Easy to get full marks.